Hello, my name is Navigator. In today's quick video, we're going to be going over some recent pickups. I've kind of been waiting this week to make some videos. I had a bunch of stuff coming through the mail. I was really busy, so I kind of have a stockpile of things that I've grabbed over the week, and we're going to go over them here. The first thing I want to go over, because it is in the thumbnail of the video, is going to be a super rare DC Universe Classics figure, and that is going to be Mr. Terrific. I think that a portion of why this figure has become so expensive is because of his debut, at least in live action, in the recent Superman movie. And he was just a really cool character. Personally, this is the most aesthetically pleasing DC UC figure that I think is out there. And that is honestly just because of his jacket. I just love how the jacket looks with the collar popping up. And you've got the fair play on either side with the Terrific on the back, and just the white, red, and black color scheme is just incredible. And I love that mask on the face. It just looks super cool. A nice little accessory were the T-spheres that you can actually plug into the back of Mr. Terrific. One little downside is this one kind of bunches up against the arm, so you kind of got to move it forward a little bit, but we do have those T-spheres accessories as well, which is very, very cool. Overall, this is probably one of the figures that I've wanted the most ever since I started collecting DC Universe Classics, and I'm very glad to finally have it in the collection. Actually, I don't want to keep him on there because I did pick up just another, 500 count, 600 count box for cards. I noticed that some of my miscellaneous cards have kind of been overflowing, so I wanted to get a bigger storage area for those. And then the rest of what we have today is just going to be comics. So, number one, through the mail from eBay, we did get the Butcher number 5. This is my current favorite series that I'm reading, and this is the last issue in the series, or at least I think it is. So I wanted to finish it up. A great story about a Native American guy fighting up against a corporation. It's a totally awesome story. Definitely for the mature readers, as it says, but it's still cool nonetheless. So we do have that, and I can't wait to finally finish this awesome story with John Butcher. I'm trying to get into reading Detective Comics, and I noticed that The Courage That Kills begins here, so I figured, you know what, I might as well start somewhere. I want to start at least with a new story, so I grabbed this, and I do plan on reading that sometime in the future. So because those two are kind of at least valuable to me, I'm going to toss them to the side, but I also did grab just some comic dividers. I noticed that I'm kind of moving away from like these just Hex and Green Lantern, and I have kind of subcategories and everything, so I want to grab a bunch of those to kind of denote that in my short boxes, and the rest of these are just going to be some comics. So, Desperados number 5, we grabbed. I don't think we have 4 yet. I could be wrong, but Desperados number 5, hopefully we'll find 4. Another great story, one of my favorite ones that I'm reading right now, and that comes from Image Comics. We also have an issue of The Mage. I think this is issue 10. Nothing too particular, but I did get an action figure of Mage over the summer, and I want to have a little kind of story to go along with it, just so I can, show people that he's not just some random action figure. And then the rest of these are going to be from the dollar bin at Ravenswood. I had a deal there where I kind of got like a 10 for whatever, and I'm going to show you those right now. So number 1, we got a Lobo, or Lobo's back number 1. I love anything number 1, especially DC, and especially Lobos. This is really, really cool to get. I'm also a big fan of Keith Griffin, who is I think the author of that. I recently did a John Constantine costume for Halloween, and I figured I should get an issue of one of his comics because I don't have any yet. So I grabbed this Hellblazer, what is it, number 16? So yeah, we do have that. There's that little John Constantine for you. What else do we have here? Oh, it's just some Justice League America and Europe. Just some random issues. I couldn't really find a whole lot in the dollar bin, so I figured we'd just get more DC, Justice League, whatever. So we do have that. What else? Just a random Batman issue. Again, these are from the dollar bin. Didn't have a whole lot of choices, so I just kind of grabbed the ones I thought were the most appealing. I've been on a bit of a Ghost Rider kick lately, so I thought this Wolverine and Ghost Rider crossover would be a fun one to pick up as well. And then what else do we get? We got JLX Unleashed. I'm a huge fan of these Amalgam Comics crossovers, so any of those issues I can get, I'm definitely going to take. What is this? 52 week 28. Nothing too important except the origin of Catman. I'm a huge fan of the Catman Thomas Blake from DC, and I'm very excited to see his new origin. And this is a really cool pickup. We have Crisis on Infinite Earths number 1. I'm not sure if it's a first printing, but this is really cool to have in the collection. I've shown it here on the channel. I do have a facsimile or a kind of a reprint of this issue, but it's good to have the first one. This is the first appearance of a lot of important DC characters after they were acquired from Charleston Comics, including Ted Kord, the Blue Beetle, who was on the cover there. So we have that. It's also Peacemaker's first appearance in the DC universe, which is really cool. I also grabbed, again, I've been on a Ghost Rider kick, this Marvel Age. But aside from Ghost Rider, the other reason I got it is because John Candy has his own little story in this, and you can see right there. is John Candy Illustrated. I'm a huge John Candy fan. Easily one of my top 10, if not top like 3 favorite actors of all time. And there's actually a documentary coming out about him very soon, if it's not out already. I think it is out already. So I'm going to read that and then watch that, and just remember a living legend, a great guy. Rest in peace to John Candy. I mean, he died a long time ago, but still. And then finally here, I just have some bags and boards for some of those comics that didn't have bags and boards. So folks, that is going to be it for my review of just some recent pickups the week of, what's the date today? I think it's the 24th. So yeah, the week of October 24th. Today is Friday. And folks, I'm going to leave it there. As always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care. My voice cracked a little bit there. A little embarrassing.